So last Sunday, I was sharing in my homily how I have this bike, a touring bike, that I didn't maintain for 3 years. And it was like really in bad shape, right? So I had to bring it to a bike shop here in Ottawa. And a staff there really did a good job, right? Of restoring my bike. You know, when I picked it up, I didn't recognize it with the new fenders, front rack, new tires, and everything like that. And I was sharing that in my Sunday homily. And after the Mass, several people have approached me, "Father, where is that bike shop?" I think their bikes are also in bad shape, right? And they want, because I was like telling people, like this staff of this bike shop was like really passionate of like really restoring the bike, and he really did a good job. And I was like reflecting on that, right? Like the impact of me just sharing with people of what the staff of this bike shop did to my bike, how it restored my bike, right? And yesterday I was in Quebec, there in the Eastern Township. I was like, I did like maybe 60 kilometers of using that bike, and it's like, whoa, flawless. Like, you know, changing gears, it was like smooth. And I was like thinking, wow, like people have responded. People want to bring their bike to this bike shop to have their bikes restored. And I said, we should be doing that also, right? We should be sharing how the Lord restores our soul, right? In our first reading today, it says, "I solemnly urge you, proclaim the message. Be persistent, whether the time is favorable and unfavorable." We need to proclaim the message of how the Lord restores our soul. In one of my favorite Psalms is Psalm 23, right? It's about the Good Shepherd. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul." What we need to proclaim to people, how the Lord has restored our soul. And it's very simple, just by sharing our personal testimony, right? What was our life before we encountered the Lord? And after undergoing conversion, encountering the Lord, how our life is right now. We're experiencing more peace, more joy, more life, more freedom. And people need to hear that, because people are living in misery apart from the Lord, right? The cure from all the human ills is union with God. And in our gospel today, it's all about the Good Shepherd. It says, "I am the Good Shepherd, I know my own, and my own know me." So the Lord wants to have a personal relationship with us. He wants to know us, and He wants us to know Him. "Just the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep." Right? He died for us so that we would have life. "I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, so they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd." So this is the plea from our Lord, our Good Shepherd, right? He says, there are other sheep that do not belong to this fold. He wants to use us to bring these lost sheep back to Him, so that He will be able to restore their soul as well.